Greetings guys, hello and welcome. Time for another episode. I'm ImperialJedi, and my goodness, it's been quite a while since we've last played, but we're back at it and the city is looking amazing. I'm really happy with this. And I just kind of was taking a look at our little overview kind of statistics and whatnot, and we're actually like super close, like seconds away, minutes maybe, probably not seconds, from unlocking the airport and another tile. So what I was thinking we could do for this episode is the tile that we can purchase is basically this guy right here, and we were talking about wanting to start connecting some of the dots in terms of the infrastructure here, like, you know, bringing this highway across, making an interchange, figuring out the whole rail system here. And I mean, just in general, I want to start shifting a whole bunch of this stuff over. Don't know how much of that we can get done this episode, but I just want to get the general framework in place, and especially with the airport too, because I really think that we can definitely make a really cool one. Especially if we link a few of the highways together with some like small little expressways. Oh yeah, it would be very cool. And then yeah, just in general, maybe we can just kind of stare at the city a little bit after, and we're towards the end of the episode, and just make sure traffic and stuff is moving. Because we have a few areas that are just getting not full, but there might be better ways to yeah, move the people around. But let's first see what kind of impact our highway makes. Okay, smoky. So let me put it on 3-speed. Because all we need to do is hit 65,000, and we're like, you know, we're almost there. We're like a stone's throw away. And I've got, I think I have the day-night cycles on. I don't actually remember. Let me check gameplay here. No, don't. Okay, perfect. I was going to say, well, let's build during the daytime right now. I do have disasters on, just for a little bit of added fun. Okay, great. That's what I'm after. So let's purchase our new spot right here. Excellent. Loving that. Okay, so I think the first thing we should connect is probably the roads and the rails. Let's just do the rail first, because that'll be pretty easy. And we could do maybe like a tunnel going in, or like a bridge over top with kind of like, I'm trying to think if we want to do something kind of neat. You know what we could do? Oh gosh, this will be crazy. I have this like, oh my goodness. I'm suddenly envisioning removing a little bit of the highway, kind of building this up into like a mini mountain range, having the train go through, and like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen those like shots of the Rocky Mountains or whatever in Canada, or like Colorado's type thing, where the trains, they're like super long and they'll like fall back on themselves, and you can see like the whole train on like, you know, different levels. And I don't know, I suddenly feel like doing that. We don't really do all that much terraforming too. Sorry, this traffic's kind of catching my attention. But yeah, I mean, let's just try it. So I'm going to pause the game. These will end up being tunnels in just a split second. And, oh gosh. Okay, so up we go. Oh, not enough soil. Ah, yes. So I thought we had a deeper part of the lake being built somewhere. Perfect, so let's grab some more soil. It's very handy doing this. Okay, I'm like, where are we going? It's been so long, I don't recognize this place. I think I'm going to remove these guys here. I think they're more or less just there to connect the dots for power. Yeah, and we're still doing that now, which is good, so that's fine. Because you can see we're generating like so much electricity relative to our needs. Okay. I was tempted to put in the tunnels just now and then do a little bit more terraforming, but it's okay. So I might need this to be a little bit oversized just to kind of achieve the look I'm going for. So I might need to do one more soil dump here. But that's probably it. Okay, great. It's kind of a neat mechanic too that they added that. I know a lot of people were kind of like frustrated and stuff, but it does add, you know, a certain bit of realism, which everyone kind of wants for this game anyway, so. Or at least me, at least. I think it'd be cool to have like some type of economy going, where you could specialize in like soft lumber, but if you like make too much, it can affect the prices. You have to like shift exports eventually. I have a lot of like that kind of hope for like late in the game's development. Okay, so that, I mean, just super simply we can do just one of these. Make that a little bit more level, of course.
The classics, where
I mean, for the moment though, I'm really happy with the way the game is kind of unfolding. Like, we're getting these like killer awesome DLCs every few months. Got a new one coming pretty soon too. That's better. Even though it's a little crooked, you don't really see it. And then, you know, just in terms of the simulation and mechanics now, I'm not unhappy with anything. I know some stuff could be, you know, could be tweaked or changed, but I think we're in a good direction, in a good spot already. Alright, let's try from this side. I'm hopefully going to get the tunnel entrances as even as we can get, but it doesn't look like that's going to be a reality. That's definitely not happening though. And what's also cool too is like every few months there'll be like one or two of those major, really popular mods. It'll be implemented into the game. So that's kind of fun. So the game is definitely getting better, and the community's making it better too, which is such a, it's a cool experience that a game has that. Okay, great. That's that reconnected. Awesome. So what I'm kind of envisioning is maybe like a train going through here, making like a little bit of a tunnel thing, coming out a little bit, say like wrapping around, and then doing like another lap, and then coming out down here and connecting. So I mean that sounds a little bit chaotic. Hopefully we can get it in the first try. I might need to go a little bit taller. Cool. And then we'll just terraform away the extra. All right. Wish me luck. So I think what we're gonna do for this is go out and then start curving. I'm gonna try to use the kind of the curve of the river just as our guide here. Yeah, just like this. And just like from an engineering perspective, it wouldn't really make much sense for us to go uphill just to go back downhill. So we either have to push some of this terrain back, which I think we're gonna do. Otherwise, it just wouldn't make any sense, right? And I do kind of want the train to go. I know we're going a little bit uphill here. I do want to kind of make our first little tunnel thing right here. So let me see how that looks. So yeah, it's a little, that little bit of steepness, but then we can maybe justify that with the tunnel underneath. Just in real life, just, you know, it wouldn't make sense if for us to keep them like changing the elevation like that, right? And in case you're curious, it's just like, you know, waste of gas and that kind of stuff, right? Like trains they're heavy. So I was thinking something kind of like this. But oh boy, was it at a gradual downhill? And this is definitely not what we're after, because this has brought us a little bit taller than when we enter. That's not it. We need to go downhill. Okay. This is when the game has a little bit of a sense of humor. It just feels like doing its own thing. Yeah, that's basically what I'm after. I can see visually that's going to be pretty steep, so the train's coming down, it's going to look a little bit weird. But I'm just curious to see what a bridge and everything will look like just coming out of this. We might keep it. Yeah, 'cause that's kind of what I'm after. It's a shame, though, the trains are going to come shooting out at like a 90-degree angle. Maybe we can change that part. Yeah, see if we can connect these now. I don't mind if it's like really steep below ground, because then you don't see it, but for us to see the train kind of clipping through like that would just be kind of silly. And the fact that that's a little bit curved, I don't necessarily mind. If we could see it, then that'd be a different story. Okay. Oops, that was a little bit of a faster click, but still what I'm after. Okay, so I'm basically looking just to pop back out over here and just kind of connect up over there. But that steepness is insane. So why don't we come from this side? And we get the angle where we want it to be. Perfect. And same idea. I don't mind if that's a little sharp. But this will be kind of cool, I think, right? See trains at like multi. Yeah, I really like that. That's actually pretty neat. Okay, so let's terraform away a little bit of the extra here. And I do want to maybe try and make things look a little bit more like mountainous up top. So why don't we carve some of this so it's like a bit of a sharper peak. And if we're feeling bored one day in a few episodes, maybe we can add like a waterfall or something. I can hear some of you now being like, no, Imperial, don't do it, please. Build. But don't worry, guys. I won't do it now. Even that's just a little bit nicer, right? Yeah, that's kind of cool. Just more fun than just doing a regular old bridge. Okay, so let's reconnect this part now. And then probably make that a little bit oversized for fun. I don't like how that slightly bulges out. So we can make that a bit shorter to get rid of that. Yeah, that's fine. And then as far as this one goes, I don't really want to go... Because it wouldn't make sense from an engineering perspective as well to have like a really, you know, like this over-complicated bridge, right? Because then the maintenance on that would just be silly. And then at the same time, I feel like for speed, maybe that's a little sharp. I think though we're going to keep it just because of my other logic, right? Because if we go and do something like, well, let me just see what it looks like first. I feel like I'm maybe prejudging this here. Is that crazy? I mean, it's not the worst. I just don't really... I don't know. I do not know. No, I think I like the other one. Yep, a little sharp of a turn, but that's okay. And then what I'd like is obviously to have some cargo come from here via the boat, and then we're going to keep the cargo station that's here, and we'll build some office and commercial zoning around here. And then that way we don't have to have trucks going back and forth. We can have trains doing it, which will be kind of cool. And then we'll see like actual trains using this, and we have some like crossings, and it'll be really fun, especially when this is all built up. Okay, on to the next project. That took a little bit longer than I thought, but I think it was worth it. Now, with this, what I think we should do is the highway is going to come in, and we're going to make an interchange out of that. I think instead of just flooding this main highway with on and off ramps and that whole shebang, what I'm going to do is have our on-off kind of connect to the little expressway. And then that way we're not going to bog down this area here. So we'll have a bridge right over this part. Or we can do something fancy with the road. I like that idea. Just do, yeah. Oh, yes, that's so nice. Oh, you're fancy now. Oh, that's really cool, too, because of the whole, like, mountain curve thing. I think we can improve on that, even. Otherwise, that's pretty neat. Now, I'm almost tempted to switch to, like, a 6-lane road, just so we don't have the median in the middle. Oh gosh, no! I just want a curve here. You're killing me, Mr. Game. Or Mrs. Game, you never know. Alright, what would be the way through that? Just a little bit of this. A bit more dramatic. And as an added bonus, the 6-lane roads have a higher speed limit, so cars will like that. Yeah, there we go. So we could even do a little bit of zoning and some forestry up here, which will be kind of neat. Oh, I like this a lot already. And then, like this, I would like to have follow the curve of the train track. So let's put the 6-lane road the whole way through, because we're gonna do the same thing with that. And this will be faster. Famous last words. I'm going to give us a bit of space in between the rails and the road just so we can do some zoning. And then we'll figure out how, but we'll make all this kind of work and chit-chat and stuff together. And I think with that, I'm going to change the curve just the slightest amount. And then I'm backing it up so that the curve, it doesn't look like we're actually changing it. You'll kind of see. Just so it flows a lot nicer. More smoothly. Okay, just because of that last little bit there, we'll change this. There we go. That's better already. Okay. Get these directions going. Neat. And now this will more or less go in kind of a straight line and then make an interchange here. Okay. This is where it gets complicated and fun. And there's nothing stopping us from having a few on-off ramps just kind of along the way with these. Okay, so let's do this side first. And I'm doing just a little bit oversized just for fun here. And of course the game is like, no you're not, you're out of room. I'll show you. Well, that's actually kind of, I like that. Not too bad. And then if you wanted for like maximum efficiency, actually no, what am I going to say here? I'm so used to working on my my European time-lapse city. I was going to say, you have your merging arm enter the slow lane, which we're doing here. So forget I said anything. Don't worry about it. And the reason why I got confused there is because my time-lapse city that I was working on was a left-hand drive. So this feels so weird to me going back to a right-hand drive system. Even though that's like what I drive every day. But yeah, the time-lapse city ended up, I was like 160 hours into that, which is pretty crazy. But it's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like, it's such a mental journey. Like you come out so much stronger. It's like, I don't know, doing like one of those like, I don't know, like week of silence kind of treatments, right? You just have like nothing but time to reflect. And it teaches you a lot about like patience and like that kind of stuff. Okay, so let's get these working. I don't have the world of room just because of this. And what's funny is we could have literally had this come in at any point. And I chose to make it a little bit too close to here. We could try and change it, or I could just kind of work with what we have. Maybe change it a bit. Let's do that. No need to cramp things. I'm going to keep that because I like that. It's already a lot more room. Perfect. Drop it down by one little click here. No. Very close though. Oh, we're so close. There. Kind of. Well, you know, actually, no, that's not so bad. I'm being a little bit nitpicky here. I did like what we had before, though. But that is gone. Yeah, that gives us a little bit more room. And then, you know, the less steep, the less sharp we make this, the faster our cars will go through. Which is definitely what we want. Okay, let's get our directions working. I'm gonna do the whole thing only to find out this is probably the wrong way, right? Cool. I'm just joking. I knew it was the right way the whole time. Alright, now we need the other sides here. Now what we could do for this one is a tunnel, but no, you know what, let's bridge this. I'm gonna go a little bit further this way. Just make kind of use more of this space. I'm gonna try and follow the same curve as that road, but darn it, I'm not gonna get lucky here with this whole... with that road sneaking on through. Now what happens if we do something like... No, we need way too much height to get over that. Probably sneak through here though. Yep, there we go.
Why did Johann Sebastian Bach throw out his harpsichord? Because it was Baroque. Todd, a noble effort, but J.S. Bach loved his harpsichord and would never have thrown it out, as it would have almost certainly been dismantled and used as...
See how this looks just from over top before I commit to this.
Anyway, you're listening to the classics.
Ideally what we'd have is the two of these converge and there'd be like 2 lanes or something at that point, but... No, that I like that. Not too bad. I almost feel like that should be a little bit more like this. Why I get so crazy when it comes to these things? You know what though, like, I guess like part of the reason why, if I can just kind of maybe think about it for a second, is like these kind of things, like we'll notice them from the like the overhead of the city, like the satellite views. We'll notice the like the road structure for the bigger projects a lot faster than some of the smaller roads per se. And so these, you know, if we're taking a lot of screenshots or if it's like a main part of the city, I do kind of want it to look nice. I don't necessarily know which one I like more. It's still not quite what we're after. I don't know, I also just really enjoy just drawing and making interchanges. So I feel like I'm maybe secretly making them in a way that I have to do them again so I can just see all the alternatives. Alright, now I think this one, what we'll end up doing is the tunnel, and then we'll have it meet underground with the other tunnel. But we can do something like this just for like mysterious funness. Oh, not quite enough. No, don't do this to me, game. I swear, at first glance, it seems like the game does not like me at all, but I swear, we're such good friends. There we go. That's what I'm going for. And so this can just sneak on through here and just meet up with that. Cool. And as a bonus, I mean, that just looks kind of neat, having all that overlap. Yeah, I like this. It's good use of the space, especially with the tile like that. If we do end up buying this tile over, I'll probably make these two meet, but I think for the moment, that's really cool. Definitely serves the bill. Gets everybody moving. All right. So that is that. And as far as an on-off ramp goes, let's do one kind of over here. And I think we're just going to do maybe like a partial cloverleaf or something. Or we'll just have like a mini little, like, you know, one little light just kind of governing everything. Okay, so let's just get highway on-ramp. Or you know what we could even do is like a roundabout right here, just to get some faster flow. Okay, so we would then downgrade this to the 2 lanes. And then just for funsies, for turning, we'll put this right here. And that's just 1 extra lane, so when you're leaving the highway, it just helps with the queue a little bit. Kind of like doing that. And I just do, you know, trees for fun. Whatever you want, though, obviously. And then we're scaling this down to 2 lanes because we don't have the option to do like a 3-lane roundabout, which isn't necessarily the most efficient thing anyway. You really only need 2 lanes in a roundabout. I'm thinking maybe we can build the roundabout around the pillars here. Let's go 5. Oh, cool. This actually is going to work. Ha ha ha, success. Well, isn't that nifty? And then, you know, with the roundabout, we can just cut down on 1 extra set of lights here, so that's pretty good. And I'd like to keep the shape of the roundabout, but I don't know if we can draw anything through here because of the pillars. However, I might be able to get 1 square out. No, the game, remember, doesn't like me. I don't know what it is, but yeah, if you draw the inner roads, it just preserves the shape of the roundabout. But I'm going to try maybe just getting these as close to the snap points as possible. And then hopefully that won't won't change things too much. Oh, you can kind of see what I mean about being on the left-hand drive city, because I'm making my roundabouts go the wrong way here. Because in my mind that was totally normal, and I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on here? But of course, it needs to go a little bit uphill. And you just want to be cautious that you're not making these kind of interchanges a little bit too close together. I think we're okay here. This is kind of on the border. Otherwise, everyone's trying to merge in front of each other and stuff. But realistically, because we're only one lane here, I think we're safe. And then hypothetically, we could even do something like this. Lose a little bit of the speed. It just helps with, you know. If we wanted to keep the speed, we could do the 3 lanes. And then the last one is not really being used, kind of like a shoulder for like emergency vehicles or whatever, right? Yeah, let's do that. Why not? And so we're going for the same kind of approach here. I'm doing a little bit long just because I get the right angle, but then we delete that part. And then we enter, hopefully right about here without warping things. It did warp, but I think kind of for the best in a weird way. No. Okay, maybe we can get that back. Yeah, still partially warped. I think we're going to have to deal with that because I don't really want to start this whole thing again. I feel like that's a little bit smoother too. A little steep still, but I think we're going to keep it. And then we're just going to do kind of flip it on the other side. And of course it warps the roundabout. But that's okay. I think we kind of knew that was going to happen. Here I am, ambitiously thinking I can save the roundabout. Well, you never know, right? You never know until you try. Okay, not quite the approach. There we go. Also, again, not quite. Darn it. Like, I really like how it turned out on that side. That's much better. Also, even though the roundabout did get a little bit warped, I think I'm going to rework this side, though. I do overall kind of like what we ended up with here. And there's people using it, too, so it works. Just in that sense, right? It's one of those job well done, team. Oh my gosh. The warping of the roundabout in combination with that steepness. Not having it. Now what have I done? Okay. I think we have figured out the secrets. There we go. Build it from that way up. Done like dinner. Okay, so let's put the 3-lane piece in like this. Just looks kind of cool. And this is, again, to help with the, just for safety. Merging and whatnot. That's kind of cool. I like it, and it works. I'm thinking maybe we can switch to get rid of the trees. Looks a little bit cleaner. Awesome. Done. Way on the highway, way off the highway. Kind of connects over to here too. I like this little mountainy kind of pass right here. Maybe do a little bit of zoning. Get some forestry going. I like it. All right, guys. Well, I think we're going to put things on pause right here. Definitely in the right spot in terms of where the infrastructure and stuff is going. I know we just spent basically the entire episode doing this a little bit, but I think it turned out really well. And it was nice to, you know, get back to you guys and chit-chat a little bit here and there. And it's like, I guess I'm rusty, right? I haven't played the game, or like the vanilla game in forever. I'm relying so much on mods these days, but no, we're good. Oh, this is great. Look, trains are going to be using this. Here, let me put this on 1 speed here. Haha, yes. Nifty. Nifty, nifty, nifty. So, hopefully what we'll see is a reduction in truck traffic, which I already have noticed. That's great, actually. Just remember how bogged down this was before. Cool. Yeah, so the journey now being done by train. Really like that. So, off to the coast, there's the train. Super cool. Oh, and it's doing a little return trip. Awesome. Now, I wonder if it goes to here. Let's just follow that really quickly. Where are you going, my friend? If and when it decides to show up, here it comes. Exciting. Through our newly built infrastructure, also exciting. I'm such a dork, especially when it comes to trains. Oh my goodness. It does go this way. Okay, I really would love for it to stop here and drop off cargo. That would be like the coolest thing for me right now. Oh my goodness, the system works, guys. We made an internal cargo link. And that really will make a huge impact on truck traffic. Just in the long run. Awesome. Okay, great. System works. So next episode, we'll just basically roll along with this, get more of the road in place, and we'll have another part of the highway kind of stretch through. And then, yeah, drop down the airport. Get those roads and stuff in place. All right, guys, I will see you in the next one. Great to be back. Drop me some suggestions, and yeah, let me know what you think of the city and everything, as well as our newly built little mountain range and stuff. This is kind of cool. I know we didn't get much done, but I'm liking what we did. All right, friends, see you in the next one. Take care of yourselves, and I'm looking forward to reading the comments. All the best.